just warming up. Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we have the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
And our opinion, of
Boy,
course.
am I pumped up today, Brad. I don't know why, but today we're going to talk about
He's ready.
5 common weight loss mistakes. A lot of people make these mistakes, and we're going to show you how to improve your weight loss success.
Sure.
By not doing these mistakes.
Say no more.
See how that worked, Brad?
Yeah, good segue.
We switched around, yeah. If you are, by the way, yeah, we're going to be good hosts. If you are new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, go over to the Facebook and like us because Brad and I, as children, were ostracized, we were picked on, we were not liked, and we're trying to turn things around. Let's talk about what the first one is, Brad. Let's just jump right into it.
Calories.
Yeah.
Underestimating.
The average person is going to underestimate how many calories they're actually taking in.
Right.
And the only way you can do that, in fact, they did studies that on people, and they found that people greatly underestimated how many calories they were taking in.
Easy to do.
Yeah, it's easy to do. And they also did research on people, and they found out that if people do lose weight by counting calories, they have a better time, easier time keeping it off. So it just keeps them honest. There's a good website called MyFitnessPal. This website, I was looking through it, it can track your weight and recommended daily calorie intake. It can sync with your fitness tracking device.
Yeah.
So your Fitbit.
The Fitbit, yeah.
It can sync with that. It can save your favorite meals, so you don't have to keep putting in the information. It can just have the information
Right inside the phone, the meal pops out.
Yeah, just you don't even have to
Shake
go to the
it
store
out
and buy it. It has a barcode scanner.
I actually have a friend who used, I don't know if it's the exact program, but it sounds exactly like it, and he was very successful with it. It just keeps you on track because, and then it's got nice graphs. If you're visual,
Exactly.
it's really helpful.
It'll graph out your carbs, your fats, your proteins.
Right.
So it'll get
Calories.
all through there. So number one, you gotta track those calories. If you gotta know what you're taking in because we're gonna also help you get rid of some of them. But
sure.
You gotta know what you're taking in the first place. Number two, a lot of times people, this is a psychological thing. People, when they have a plate, this from when you're growing up, especially if you grew up in the Depression like Brad did, not depressed, into the Depression.
Yeah.
You feel obligated to finish your plate. And,
oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you're told you finish your plate. You don't get to go out and play. So
I sat at the chair. I had to finish my peas before I could go watch Red Skeleton one day, and that took a while. But
boy, are you dating yourself? Red Skeleton, that's about 100 years ago.
Whatever, Bob, it was still the good
All right, so, and I found this with cereal, Brad. I used to have the biggest bowl for cereal.
Yeah.
And so what you want to do is this sounds stupid, but you want to get a smaller plate and smaller bowls, and you will eat less.
Right, unless you have 2 bowls.
Yeah, it's just psychological. So, and we have problems up here, so we know all about that, right, Brad?
Right.
Okay, next thing, Brad. A lot of people, one of the mistakes they make is they expect to lose weight too quickly. And I think sometimes what happens then, they get discouraged because they're not losing as quickly as they should. It's a slow and steady, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Right.
So you want to lose a pound a week, not try to lose 5 pounds in the first week.
Right.
Because again, I also think it's easier to keep off if you lose it slowly as opposed to...
You see all those ads, you lose 5 pounds on
Right.
weekend. Sure, you can do it, but it's temporary.
Yeah, and the body doesn't adapt to it, and then it doesn't keep it off. So, all right, number 4. Again, this is psychological. Don't try to change many things at once. Change one thing at a time. Make it a habit. Make it a part of your lifestyle, and then it's more likely you're going to stick.
Right. So in other words, don't start with a very light diet one day. Go to the exercise gym and work out for 3 hours straight, and then et cetera.
Start with getting the small plates, the small bowls.
Right.
Why don't you do that?
Yep.
Week 1, just do that. So, and make that a habit. So, and number 5, sometimes people just do cardio alone and no resistance or training, and they're finding out that you can actually lose more weight if you throw some resistance in there. So we're gonna, we're gonna demonstrate some things here, Brad. We are demonstrating people, right?
You bet.
So we're gonna use the wall anchor here today. If you haven't gotten one already, what is wrong with you? How come you haven't? This is one of the best exercises you can get for at home.
Wow, Bob.
So, all right,
aren't you gonna say bye before midnight tonight?
Yeah, that's right. All right, so we're gonna do 5 exercises you can do. These are we call HURT exercises, high intensity resistive training.
But you spelled it wrong. Where's the U?
It's an I.
Okay.
It's a hurt. It still hurt.
Okay, what's the first one,
All right,
Bob?
the first one, what'd you do here, Brad?
That's for the benefit of it. You know how to get that off.
All right, so we're gonna do, this is gonna work your core and your posture muscles while you're working out here. So usually what I do, and I do these, so I know how to do these. I just pull and I warm up a little bit and I start doing sidestepping really rapidly. At least it feels rapidly to me, but of course to you, it probably looks like I'm barely moving, or I'm moving in slow motion. But I count up to, what I actually do with these is for up to 50, Brad. Okay. And that's got to be about 45 seconds, right?
I would think so. And your heart rate's definitely getting up, I'm sure.
Yep, I can feel it. I'm having a little more difficulty talking now.
Yep, that's
which
what
Brad
I like
enjoys.
To hear.
So,
yes.
Okay. All right, Brad, you're going to take over the next one.
Yeah. Everyone just saw your bald spot, Bob. On your head, yeah.
I know.
Now this one is nice. Jogging in place, a little resistance in your hands. Now the beauty is with this is you cannot do this with dumbbells.
No,
because they pull the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Now if I want to increase the resistance, there's two options. To get a different color band or simply go farther out from the wall. And I'm getting more tired now, so I'm going to back up. That's better. Okay, Bob, this is fun. When do you want to take over?
Well, you're supposed to do the next one too.
Oh, okay.
You're supposed to turn around and do the running backward one.
Oh, yeah.
Again, posture one.
Oh, yeah.
You know how I managed to do that, where I got him doing more than me?
So we want to go like this. Keep those legs going, and I'm going to actually
There you go.
This, because there's always alternatives.
There's so many alternatives you can do to this. Right. Okay, Brad, take a break, man. Take a break. You're getting me tired just watching you. All right, then we're going to go to the side one here. We're actually going to pull down like this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm pulling up like this. And getting some good core and getting my heart rate up too. Actually, I'm going to go with both, Brad.
Oh.
I'm going to be all man all the time.
There you go.
This is a lot harder. Trying to get some speed.
There you go.
And
nice
obviously,
work.
You're going to have to get both sides here because otherwise you're going to be unbalanced.
Yeah, you'll walk in circles and that's not part of the game.
You'll be like a duck with a one-legged duck. That's what the joke was, a one-legged duck. Oh, I got to stay more to the side.
Yeah. Breathe, Bob, breathe. There you go.
Now I'm getting it.
And you're getting obliques with this. That's the beauty of this. We're going to work the core from all directions.
I'm falling over.
And balance.
It keeps me balanced.
Yeah.
And the final one. He's going to do a little bit of curls.
So we're going to work the curls, and we'll get the foot action.
Curls for the girls, right, Brad?
That's right. And again, this one, if I'm not strong enough, I just come out to here, and all of a sudden, not only do my arms get worked more, but my stomach muscles are working quite a bit more.
I think we should do the Rocky thing where I work your stomach
I'll
over.
give you a Rocky thing. You're lucky I'm in
a family show, Brad. Don't talk you a Rocky.
You're lucky I'm in a good mood.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. Maybe get the knees up higher. Really get it going for those aggressive people. Can we quit, Bob?
All right, yeah, you can quit. And the good thing about this is, you know, in a 5 minutes time, you can get a pretty decent workout.
Oh, right.
So, and you know, eventually we're going to do a 10-minute one. So you have to stay tuned for that because we're going to go ahead and crank out a 10-minute one that, if you do that, you're going to be, that pounds are going to probably be shedding off. They're going to be falling off. People are going to be complimenting you the next day, saying, you look better.
And this is cardio, Bob.
Yeah, this is cardio and this is resistance.
Right, so you get the best of both worlds.
So it's HURT, high intensity resistive training. You're going to get it down yet again.
Yeah, I'm going to write on a piece of paper when I go home.
All right, thanks a lot for watching.